Nerds, it's Monica. So you're taking a look now at the homepage of the Notary back office. As of today, we are always updating and innovating this website so that you guys at Notary Nerds University will have an edge when it comes to keeping your business recession proof, right? So this is the consumer facing side. This site has two sides. There is a side that consumers can see, and there's a side that only you and your team can see. Right now, we're looking at the homepage, letting it be clear that their business is our business. Like, you care about their business, you support local and small business, you're a notary public, and this is how they can go about, how you can go about helping them by taking advantage of your notary services, your courier services, or your virtual support. So let's take a look first at the notary services. Many notary sites tell a lot about the notary's offerings and what they can do, and what their fees are. So this is what we wanted to do here. We wanted to tell the consumer, hey, this is how much we charge. This is of course going to be governed by your state's notary law. And we give them an easy place to find out information about our hours of operation, our services, and a place to schedule. Everything that you're looking at on the website is editable, okay? So if you see services and things that you may not be able to offer, don't worry, that can be easily edited. So here I have my calendar integrated into the website. And if one wanted to schedule a mobile notarization, they could do so. And of course, Calendly gives me an opportunity to communicate what is needed in advance of the appointment. So that's really cool. But again, if you don't have Calendly, you can definitely use whatever calendar you have. We will integrate it here. Then the second service you want to begin offering is the courier service. And again, do your research, but $1 per mile round trip, maybe with a flat fee of so many miles. You come up with what makes sense for you. But if you were a loan signing agent, that's basically what you were doing anyway, is couriering documents. So just take that aspect of the loan signing out and create its own revenue stream by allowing your customer to see on your website that you actually offer it as a service. This is great to target to divorce attorneys. They're typically going to be dealing with parties that are not going to want to be in the same room. So I would target my courier services to divorce attorneys, and maybe even some truck drivers. I could imagine that they would need some help with them being busy on the road all the time. So you would pick your target audience, but you definitely need to offer courier services as we see a change in the economy with loan signings going down as to the rising of the interest rates. All right. So the courier service and the notary service are the first two services the consumer will see. Let's look at your virtual support offerings. Now, here's an opportunity for you to be of an amazing service to the local entrepreneurs in your area and even outside of your area, because the support is virtual. You want to charge per project, and I recommend charging from $100 per project and spending a maximum on 3 hours on any given project. Did you guys see what I just did with that? When you're charging by the hour, it's a little difficult because it's, you don't really know how much you're worth, and you want to make sure you're getting your true value. But then you're doing a task like email management. You kind of have to look at it from the point of view of how much skill does this actually take. So there's a balance that needs to be met when you're pricing virtual services. And so as an entrepreneur, as a 1099 entrepreneur, you kind of can package it how you want. And so my recommendation is to do it by the project, and don't spend any more than 3 hours on any given project, which puts you at about a $33 per hour rate, right? Now, also what has to happen is a lot of people don't understand the true value of a notary and the immediate trustworthiness that notaries bring to the table. So I put this top 7 reasons to hire a notary public as a 1099 employee at the top, so that people could kind of take a gander really quickly and see, oh my goodness, this is true. They have recent background check, they have business insurance, they're accountable, and call the Secretary of State if something goes wrong, and I think they did something improper. They're super trustworthy because of that reason, and they're also sworn public officials. They're already small business owners themselves. They're professional, accustomed to all manner of environments, from commercial real estate closings to jails to hospital bedsides, and they follow detailed instructions. Okay, I'm sold. I'll hire them as a notary public. That's what an entrepreneur is going down the list of in their brain of, okay, can I trust this person with my email? Can I trust this person with my calendar? Like, really? Yes, you can. And this is why, right? So that's what this unique selling proposition as a notary public, that's what you have. That's what you need to start. That needs to be your new narrative that you communicate in your marketing and to your prospects. So email management, everything here is self-explanatory. I won't bore you with rereading it. But again, up to 3 hours on dedicated on this activity, $100 is where that project starts. So they can only book you at the $100 rate, and that's a maximum of 3 hours. Okay, same thing with the calendar. You're going to do all of the things to make sure they don't miss any more appointments, they're not late, they don't forget anything else. And to them, it's a reasonable investment, or at least it should be as an entrepreneur, to get that task off of their plate and get it done for $100. They should be screaming. They should be like happy and joyful and all of that, right? Because it's something they know they need to get done. So between these two alone, email management and just getting their calendar organized, you can do this for entrepreneurs in your local community. Those are the entrepreneurs who are actually busy and out making money that are going to hire you to do this. And they're not going to have any problem doing that because, one, they know they need it done. Two, if they hired somebody, it would take a little bit of time for them to probably be able to trust them in order to be able to hand over this information. But with you, because of those 7 reasons, you kind of skip ahead of the line with that, right? They don't have to go through all of that process with you on that as far as the trustworthiness, and they can go ahead and get it done, right? And at $100, if they're not willing and able to invest $100 for these types of tasks, then they're probably not the entrepreneur for you. So just move on. Now, here's some other offerings that you'll have access to. A marketing funnel, and you're probably like, wait a minute, I don't know how to do that. Well, don't worry, okay? Your membership at Notary Nerds University gives you access to my team. My team knows how to create these things, and so we will be the back office that will be creating these templates and making these available to your clients, and you will be earning an affiliate commission just by mere fact of you having this website. So that's how that will work, and then we'll show you how to get all of that set up. The cost for this whole website creation, which is basically what it is, it's just a single page website. Marketing funnel is what we're calling it, is $1,497, and we'll also show the entrepreneur how they can break that up into payments and help start making money from their customer database, which if they don't have one, we can help them with as well. So we go out and figure out who their target audience is. We've developed a superpower quiz to let us know who we're dealing with, who is this expert. We go find that expert's clients, get a database of up to 1,000 prospects put together into one Google Sheet. Cost of that database creation is $997. And what I've heard other entrepreneurs describe your database as and describe your funnel as are the equipment that you would need if you were, say, building a house. Say you are a new home builder. That is your business. You cannot build that house unless you purchase certain materials and equipment, right? So if you are an entrepreneur and you have a small business, your equipment is your database and your marketing, okay? If you don't have those in place, then you're not going to start making any money. You have to have those 2 things to begin with, right, in order to start making money. And then, of course, your your reputation and all of your things that you're actually doing and how you help people will actually determine whether or not you stay in business. But at the end of the day, you got to have a database. So we help with that. We'll set you up on an affiliate situation where you don't have to figure it out. We'll figure it out for you, and all you do is make passive income, and that's all you have to worry about there. Again, another place to click to book a project goes right back to the scheduling page. Click on virtual support, and again, 3 hours minimum is what you would want to do there. So you could really set yourself up nicely. Your front of house is what we just went over, and there's also a place for you to add any reviews that you might want to pull in from your Google site, okay? So as you can see here, we have, I think, maybe 6 pages on the front of house. Now let's go take a look at the back of house, right? Well, before we do, this website's supposed to be giving you leads. That's what your existing website should be doing as well. If it isn't, you need to recalibrate it so that people, when they come there, have a reason to give you their email. If your website is not currently doing that and you're paying $20 a month or $30 a month for it, you're wasting money. Okay, consider revamping your website so when people see it and come to it, at least you're getting an email or 2 a day, okay, if not more. This website is set up to do that automatically. On the homepage will be a very tempting offer, free bookkeeping template, okay? We provide the template. You get your books together, register below to get instant access. This is a temptation for people to come and give you an email. If your website, again, is not taking your prospects and turning them into leads by gathering their emails, then you're paying for space on the internet that is just, it's like you got the heater on and the windows open, okay? What's the point, right? So you want to make sure your website is generating leads. If it's not, then you don't want to be paying for it. That's just the end of story. Bottom line, we're trimming the fat, okay? We're trimming the fat. Now, this template we provide for you, and so this should start building you a nice database, and we also provide, we'll set up your QR code or show you how to set up your QR code so that you can add it to your website so that people can connect with you online. Now, let's go look at the back of house, right? Back of house. This is the stuff that the customers cannot see. This is the stuff that you need in order to keep your notary business organized. Don't worry, this EIN is not a real EIN. It just made up this number, or hopefully it's not a real EIN. But this green background will remind you that you are now in the back of house, whereas on the front of house, all of your background is in blue, okay? That's another thing. So we're going to go to the admin tab where you can house all of your important documents, your blank acknowledgments, any LLC documents, checklists, database, anything that you need access to could be stored here safely in your admin tab. And then on from your admin tab, there's some resources that you may need a refresher on, just how to complete an acknowledgement, how to complete a jurat. And then there's going to be a marketing calendar that you can follow that we're going to be putting together here, as well as those of you guys who are remote online notaries and you want to start keeping that together in one place. And then a quick tutorial setup on how to set up your back office in Google Drive and whatnot. There's also a place for your appointments and leads. So this is things. These are the pages that people cannot see. And as again, we talked about the front of house having 6 pages. The back of house, actually, the front of house has 7 because the scheduling page is a part of the front of house, but you just can't see it. So 7 pages on the front of house and back of house, just in the admin tab. We've got the admin tab, and then we've got free resources. That makes 2. Marketing makes 3. Remote online is 4. Setup is 5. And then your appointments is 6. So all told, that's 13 pages. And I mention that because I want you to hop over to Fiverr. And I want you to see what it costs in order to get that number of pages developed for a website. Not only that, the copy written for those websites. It's one thing to develop the pages, but it's a whole nother thing to write the copy. With the website you get at Notary Nerds University, we're already writing the copy for you, so you don't have to worry about what to say to the consumer. We're already doing that for you, so that's saving you that step, okay? Now, on the back of house, of course, copy doesn't matter because nobody's going to see it but you and your team, but it's already set up for your notary business, and most web developers aren't going to really understand your notary business like we would here at Notary Nerds University. So here we have the accounting page, and under the accounting page, or at the accounting page, you get to see your annual revenue and your expenses, and also what your estimated self-employment taxes would be. Again, very thoughtful because we understand the notary business, and we wanted to make this something that you were, able to access right away without a whole bunch of, rigmarole. Some more information on self-employment taxes, 2 ways to look at it basically. An expenses tab that lets you input your receipts and expenses and keep up with them that way. Same thing with the mileage tab and links to the IRS mileage rate increase. And we use the IRS's information to determine your estimated mileage deduction. And here is a place for you to enter your mileage. And so you would just enter the mileage starting and ending and hit submit. Revenue, same thing. You would input revenue here. And there's also a way for you to import revenue from your bank statements. Same thing with expenses. And that's something that we will begin to do in our curriculum as we move forward at Notary Nerds University. Currently at Notary Nerds University, we have loads of replays that are going to train you in various aspects of being an entrepreneur. And our live trainings going forward will be more focused on this website development so that you have this tool that's constantly active that is making you money. That's where we want you to be at Notary Nerd. We want to start seeing some success stories. And so we want you to have the tools in order to make that happen. Also behind the scenes, you have some training. I feel like it's important to have certain pieces of training available. So with this website, you have it front and center, entrepreneurship mindset 101 and 102, fingerprinting, and woman-owned small business. And there's another one, how to determine your pricing. This is the training that comes standard with this website. This website is available, like I said before, exclusively to active members at Notary Nerd. So if you're an active member, you can get access to this website by paying the $97 access fee. I'm not going to call it a setup fee because you're going to set it up, but you can't even access it without paying that $97 access fee. Again, once you go over to Fiverr and you look and you see what they're charging for websites, you will realize that you guys are getting beyond a steal because not only is the site already developed and the copy already written, it's actually already customized to the notary industry. Whereas when you get a website built anywhere else on Fiverr or whatever, they're going to give you a template and you're going to have to kind of figure out what to say to the consumer. And as you can see here, 5 pages here, this one is a premium service and they're offering to do it for $425. And that's 5 pages. And as we've already talked about, there's well over 14. I think there's 23 altogether here. At any rate, this is a tremendous value for you if you're serious about keeping your business steady. While interest rates, we're watching them go up. While loan signings, we're watching them come down. So this is a way for you to still capture some of that general notary work business, pull out and grab some of that courier business, and hey, launch a virtual support business, which we know there's businesses being created every single day in all of our communities. There's so many entrepreneurs in need of support, and it's going to be a matter of you connecting with them and figuring out what their needs are and expanding your services from there. And not leaving the house. That's what I love about this. All of this mostly is based on you being here. The virtual support is, but of course the notary and the courier, yeah, you will be out and about doing that. So that's it. That's the website. I hope you guys like it. Again, members at Notary Nerds University, you can get access to this by the $97 access fee. Once you've paid that, you will get a link giving you access to your site. The other thing is it does take 5 to 7 days for us to deliver those links because we're delivering them one at a time and making sure it's shared properly. So please give us the time for that. The other thing is once you get this site, you don't pay any hosting fees. So it's all set up in a Gmail. It's free. You don't have any monthly hosting fees. So if you're paying $30-something at GoDaddy or $20-something at Wix or whatever you're paying for your website right now, you don't have to worry about paying for this one. This one is not does not have any monthly hosting fees. Now, as far as your membership at Notary Nerds, as long as your membership is active, you're going to have access to the live trainings on how to use this website and make it great. You're going to also have access to the support, the live support that we'll have in conjunction with the live trainings that we're going to offer and put those on the calendar. Be on the lookout for an updated calendar. Everything is going into this as we move forward because we want you to be making money. Also, for those of you guys who did the business in a box a couple of months ago, you guys are going to get a couple of extra things, and I'm going to show you that here now. Well, some of you guys already, the silver package, you guys are going to get the loan signing training, the lifetime access to the loan signing training. But for those of you guys who are doing the business in a box, you're also going to get the teacher and the trucker lead magnets that we were working on. Those will be incorporated into this standard site for you guys that are in the beta. So this is where everything will be all in one place. You got consumer facing stuff. You've got stuff that only you can see. And for those of you guys who have, taken advantage of some of these offers that I've been putting out over the last several weeks, congratulations to you. You guys have those amazing additions and are lucky to have them, I think, because I think they're going to add a lot of value to you in the new year. Hope you guys like this website. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below, and I will talk with you soon. Peace.